What if the faces you once admired suddenly became almost unrecognizable by choice? In Hollywood, the pressure to stay youthful and flawless can quietly push even the most celebrated stars toward unexpected decisions. But when does enhancement cross the line into regret? In this video, we take a closer look at the most surprising transformations and the personal journeys behind them. Stories that may change how you see beauty, aging, and authenticity. Pixee Fox, a Swedish model and influencer, became widely known for pursuing one of the most dramatic transformations in modern beauty culture. Inspired by animated characters, she set out on a highly ambitious journey to create a look that felt almost larger than life. Beginning around 2011, Pixee underwent a significant number of cosmetic procedures, reportedly exceeding 200 treatments over time. These included multiple breast augmentations, facial contouring, and jaw reshaping, all designed to achieve a more stylized and delicate appearance. She also explored a rare eye color procedure, which drew attention due to its potential risks and the level of commitment it required. Each step in her journey brought her further away from conventional standards and closer to a uniquely defined aesthetic. At the height of her transformation, her look was characterized by dramatic proportions and highly refined features, making her one of the most talked-about figures in discussions about cosmetic enhancement. While some admired her dedication to self-expression, others viewed her story as an example of how far aesthetic goals can be taken. In recent years, however, Pixee has shared that her perspective has evolved. She has spoken about wanting to move toward a more natural appearance and reassess some of her earlier decisions. Her journey highlights an important idea that our relationship with beauty and identity can change over time, often leading us to new understandings of what truly feels right. Linda Evangelista was once celebrated as one of the most iconic supermodels of the 1990s, gracing hundreds of magazine covers and helping define an entire era of high fashion. At the height of her success, she was known not only for her striking beauty, but also for her confidence and influence in the industry. However, even someone so widely admired was not immune to the growing appeal of non-surgical cosmetic procedures. Between 2015 and 2016, Linda underwent a series of cool sculpting treatments, a popular method designed to reduce fat without surgery. It was considered safe and widely used at the time. But in a rare and unexpected outcome, she developed a condition known as paradoxical adipose hyperplasia. Instead of reducing fat, the treated areas became enlarged and firm, creating visible changes around her chin, thighs, and torso. Though this condition affects only a small number of patients, it had a profound impact on her life. In an effort to improve the results, Linda later underwent additional corrective procedures. While these helped to some extent, they did not fully restore her previous appearance. As a result, she chose to step away from the public eye for several years, focusing on her well-being and recovery. Her story serves as a thoughtful reminder that even widely trusted cosmetic treatments can carry unexpected outcomes, and that true confidence often comes from acceptance, not perfection. Brigitte Nielsen, the striking Danish actress best known for her role in Rocky IV, has always stood out for her bold presence and distinctive features. Throughout her career, she has embraced change openly, often choosing a path of transparency rather than privacy when it comes to her personal decisions. In her mid-40s, Brigitte invited the public to witness her transformation firsthand through the reality television series From Old to New. The program documented her experience as she underwent a range of cosmetic procedures, including facelifts, eyelid surgery, and body contouring treatments, along with non-surgical enhancements. This level of openness was unusual at the time and sparked widespread interest and conversation. The results brought noticeable changes to her appearance. Her features appeared smoother and more refined, though also different from the natural look that had defined her earlier career. For some viewers, the transformation was fascinating, while others felt it altered the unique qualities that once set her apart. Now, in her later years, Brigitte has expressed a sense of comfort and confidence in her choices. Rather than viewing her journey with regret, she sees it as part of her personal evolution, shaped by both public expectations and her own desires. Her story reflects a broader reality in the world of cosmetic enhancement. These decisions are deeply personal, and over time, they can influence not only how someone looks, but how they understand themselves. Dolly Parton, the beloved queen of country music, has long been admired not only for her talent, but also for her honesty and sense of humor. With a career spanning decades, she has built a strong connection with audiences who appreciate her authenticity as much as her music. Unlike many public figures, Dolly has never hidden her approach to beauty. In fact, she has often spoken openly about it, even joking that she aims to look like a cartoon character. Her cosmetic journey began years ago with procedures such as rhinoplasty, brow lifts, and eyelid surgery, which helped shape her signature look. Over time, she continued to explore additional treatments, including facelifts and other enhancements, all with the goal of maintaining a polished and vibrant appearance. By her later years, she reportedly underwent further procedures to keep her look consistent with the image her fans had come to recognize. What makes Dolly's story unique is not the procedures themselves, but her perspective. She has always framed her appearance as part of her stage persona, something she consciously created and continues to maintain. Rather than expressing regret, she embraces her choices with confidence and clarity. For Dolly Parton, it has never been about chasing youth, but about staying true to an identity she built on her own terms. Her journey offers a different viewpoint, showing that for some, personal expression and self-image can go hand in hand with confidence and purpose. Joan Van Ark was once widely admired for her role as Valene Ewing on the long-running television series Knots Landing. Known for her soft features and natural charm, she represented a classic kind of beauty that resonated strongly with audiences during the height of her career. As the years passed, like many actors working in a highly visual industry, Joan faced increasing pressure to maintain a youthful appearance. Her journey into cosmetic procedures is believed to have begun in the early 1990s, starting with subtle changes such as a rhinoplasty and eyelid surgery. At the time, these adjustments were intended to gently refresh her look while preserving her natural features. Over time, however, she continued to explore additional treatments, including facelifts, Botox, and various skin resurfacing procedures. While each step may have seemed minor on its own, the combined effect gradually altered the overall balance of her appearance. Observers began to notice changes around her eyes, cheeks, and mouth, where expressions appeared less fluid and more defined than before. By the time of later public appearances, her look had drawn considerable attention and discussion. While opinions varied, her experience highlights an important idea that subtle enhancements, when repeated over time, can lead to results that feel quite different from what was originally intended. Joan Van Ark's story serves as a thoughtful reminder that aging is a natural process, and sometimes the most lasting elegance comes from allowing that process to unfold with balance and care. Kenny Rogers was far more than a country music legend. He was a voice that defined generations, known for his warmth, storytelling, and unmistakable charm. With a career spanning decades, he built a deep connection with audiences who admired not just his music, but his authentic presence. As time went on, like many public figures, Kenny faced the challenge of aging in the spotlight. In an industry where appearance is constantly observed, he made the decision to explore cosmetic procedures in hopes of maintaining a more youthful look. These included facelifts and eyelid surgery, which were intended to refresh his appearance while preserving his natural features. However, the results did not fully meet his expectations. His facial expressions appeared more restricted, and some of the familiar qualities that fans had long recognized seemed less visible. Rather than enhancing his confidence, the changes led him to reflect on the experience with honesty. In later interviews, Kenny openly shared that he wished he had approached things differently. He acknowledged that the outcome felt less natural than he had hoped, and spoke about the value of embracing life's changes more comfortably. Despite this personal experience, his legacy remained untouched. His music, his voice, and the emotional depth he brought to every performance continued to resonate deeply with audiences. Even after his passing in 2020, Kenny Rogers is remembered not for appearance, but for the timeless connection he created through his art. LaToya Jackson, a member of the world-famous Jackson family, has spent much of her life in the public eye, where appearance often carries as much attention as talent. From her early days in the 1980s, she was recognized for her distinctive look and connection to one of the most influential musical families in history. As her career evolved, so did her appearance. Over the years, noticeable changes began to draw increasing attention from both fans and the media. It is widely believed that her transformation began with rhinoplasty in the late 1980s, followed by additional cosmetic procedures over time. These may have included facial enhancements such as fillers and other treatments aimed at refining her features and maintaining a youthful look. Individually, each change may have seemed subtle. However, as time went on, the cumulative effect gradually reshaped her appearance. Observers began to notice more defined contours around her cheeks and jawline, along with a more sculpted overall look. At times, her expressions appeared less flexible, which led to ongoing public discussion and comparison to her earlier years. Despite this attention, LaToya Jackson has continued to maintain her presence in entertainment, appearing in performances and public events. Her journey reflects the delicate balance involved in cosmetic enhancement. What begins as a desire to preserve or refine beauty can, over time, lead to results that feel quite different from what was originally intended. Her story offers a thoughtful perspective on how personal choices and public expectations can intersect in the spotlight. Lisa Rinna became a familiar face to many Americans through her roles on Days of Our Lives, and later as a standout personality on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Known for her bold energy and glamorous style, she built a career that balanced acting, television, and a strong public presence. Long before her reality TV fame, Lisa made a cosmetic choice that would later become closely associated with her image. In her early 20s, she chose to enhance her lips using silicone injections, a procedure that was far less regulated at the time than modern fillers. Initially, the results gave her the full, dramatic look that quickly became her signature. However, as the years went on, those early decisions began to bring unexpected challenges. The silicone caused changes in texture and shape, leading to uneven firmness and visible irregularities. What once defined her look gradually became something she had to manage more carefully. By around 2010, Lisa sought professional help to improve the condition of her lips. While the procedure offered some relief, it could not completely reverse the long-term effects. Over time, she also explored other treatments, including Botox and fillers, which occasionally altered the natural balance of her facial expressions. In recent years, Lisa has spoken openly about her experience, reflecting on what worked and what did not. Her journey highlights an important lesson that even widely accepted beauty choices can evolve over time, and sometimes require thoughtful reconsideration. These stories remind us that the pursuit of beauty can take many different paths, and not all of them lead where we expect. Which transformation surprised you the most? Was there one story that changed how you think about aging or self-image? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd truly love to hear from you. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss what's coming next.